May 7th, 2021. First of all, May 7th is a special date because this is the day I started my first ever Fit2Fat2Fit journey. May 7th, 2011, 10 years ago to the day is when I started my Fit2Fat2Fit journey. And then it's ironic, or it's not ironic, but it's interesting that I'm finishing my second Fit2Fat2Fit journey on May 7th, exactly 10 years later. But a lot has changed since then. A lot has happened in the past 10 years. So for all of you that have followed me for the past 10 years, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being there for me, supporting me in this movement to bring more empathy to the fitness industry. And that's what this brand is all about. And that's what this movement is all about. And that's why I do what I do. Even though it's extreme, even though it's crazy, even though it's risky, I get it. For me, my goal is if I can bring a little bit more empathy to the fitness industry, a little bit more empathy to this world, all of this hell that I go through during my Fit2Fat2Fit experiments is worth it, because I believe that empathy is a game changer when it comes to helping people develop some self-love. And I feel like it's time for the fitness industry to embrace empathy first and foremost, to really make some real change in this industry that's so focused on body image and looking good and being skinny. And I feel like empathy is something that's going to make a huge difference in this industry and the world in general. So what's going to happen today? For everyone that's here that's jumping on now, thank you guys. I'm about to jump on the scale for the last time. This is my final weigh-in of my Fit2Fat2Forty journey. As you guys know, I gained 62 pounds over the past 4 months in 2020. And then over the past 4 months, I've tried my best to lose that fat, lose that weight. And I'm going to jump on the scale today to test that out. So I'll be jumping on the scale. I'll be doing my waist and hips measurements, and then also be doing my body fat test with this in-body machine. So with that being said, let's just get to the numbers. Remember, I started out at 181.6 pounds was my first measurement. And so today, let me go ahead and start taking the clothes off so that I can get as close to that number as possible. We will see if I actually meet my goal or not. So I'm going to take... Sorry, I'm not going to take everything off. We got to keep it PG rated. But for now, let's see where the numbers are. I'm very interested to know how many of you watching think I met my goal of 181.6 pounds. I'm very curious to know what you guys think. Let me take that off. Okay. Got to take the clothes off. This off, take that off. Oh man, I wish this was a little bit easier to take all these clothes off. Okay, shirt's got to come off, and then I'm going to take off my microphone, you guys, because this thing weighs like a bajillion pounds. All right, you ready? Here we go. Take that thing off. Okay, 181.6 pounds was my starting weight. Oh yeah, that's right. And
One 180.4.
Oh yeah. So, okay, there we go. 180.4 pounds, you guys. So man, that was a surprise because I jumped on a few minutes ago with all my clothes on and this necklace on, and I was at 181.6. So I did not expect that number. Let me do my waist and my hips really quick and see where that's at. So for me, I don't really care about the scale. I don't. Like, I could care less about what that number is. Like, yeah, it's cool for this journey, but you know, my waist was 33.5 inches when I started this journey. 33.5, I believe, is what my beginning number was. And today I am pretty close, 33.75 inches. I'll take it. Not exactly 33.5, but 33.75 inches. Pretty close. My hips, I believe, were 38 inches when I started this journey. Let's see where my hips are at the end of this journey. Boom. 38 exactly. Can you get that, Josh? Sorry. 38 inches exactly. So got back to my hips. My waist is a little bit bigger, but I'm fine with that. Okay, now for my last measurement, and that's going to be the body fat test. Now for me, I care more about this number than that number, but let's see if I get back to 8.4% body fat, okay? Let's jump on here. All right. Boom. Exactly 180.4 on here too. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so this is going to do its little thing. It's going to take a few seconds, you guys. I'll tell you what the number is once it does its magic. Okay, so this thing, I'm just going to say right now, is not the most accurate, but going off of what it is, it says 4.5% body fat. Now, before you guys freak out and be like, oh my gosh, I'm probably about the same body fat if you just looking at me when I started this journey. It could be I'm a little bit dehydrated today because I am fasting to get that number. So whether it's 100% accurate or not, I don't care. Like, it's not about the accuracy of it, it's about measuring change. So, okay, so, oh man, you guys, shoot, I wasn't gonna talk about this, and I'm trying not to get emotional. This journey has been it's been a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I remember going into this thinking, I was kind of cocky, thinking, oh, I got this, it's not going to be that hard. I know what to expect, and here I am, super humbled through this whole experiment. And I know a lot of you are probably rolling your eyes like, why is he freaking crying? Maybe it's because I'm just hungry and I need a donut and a hug. That would be awesome. But also, it's been a hard journey. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I was talking to my girls today, and, they were so funny. They were like, man, I was like, did you guys like this? They're like, no, I'm never letting you do this again. So, I don't plan on doing this again. I'm never going to say never, because I said never before, and here I am doing it. Oh man, I'm going to sit down. Is that okay if I sit down, you guys? Oh, standing up is killing me. Or a chair. No. Oh, a chair is cool. Standing up is killing me right now, so I'm going to sit down for a second. Oh, so much better. Okay, two things. One, girls, thank you. I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you. It's been hard for them as well. And also, as you guys know, I went through a pretty hard breakup. Going through the breakup was not easy. As you guys know, it was around November at one of my heaviest points I went through a really hard breakup, which was really hard. And so a lot of people have been asking me, you know, what happened to Julie? Wow, are you guys ever getting back together? All that stuff. And just to do a quick little update, because I know so many people are wondering, is Julie and I have become friends again. You know, we went through a rough breakup. It was a hard time. And, you know, my girls still love her. You know, they got really, really close to her. And so I wanted to rekindle that friendship so that my girls could still spend time with her. And so I know Julie's probably watching this, so one, I'm grateful for your support during this journey. Two, I'm sorry for what I said when I was fat, and you know, I was definitely not the nicest person. But it was hard. It was hard for all of us, and I'm grateful that we can be friends again. I know my girls are happy because they love spending time with her, and so I know people have been asking, and I just don't want to answer the question because it's my business, you know. And but anyways, this journey's done, and what does that mean? There is no finish line. I believe there's no finish line in life. There's no finish line when it comes to health and fitness, and so I wanted to talk to people that, you know, struggle with weight loss, people that struggle with body image issues, people that live in larger bodies that feel judged and feel less than because of society. For all of you that struggle, I just want to say that you're worth it. Not to get skinny. This is the problem that I have with the fitness industry is we put so much pressure on people thinking, hey, to be successful, you have to get 4% body fat and just discipline yourself to get this ideal body that people are like, oh, so cool, you have this six-pack. That's awesome, but that doesn't equate to happiness and that doesn't equate to health. So if any of you are struggling with self-worth and struggle with body image issues and are sick and tired of being judged by other people, one, I apologize. I used to be judgmental. Before I did my first Fit2Fat2Fit experiment, I was super judgmental, and I couldn't understand why people couldn't have the discipline to just eat less and work out. We make it seem so simple and so easy, when in reality it's so complex. And this is why I do what I do with Fit2Fat2Fit, is to bring more awareness so that people who are judgmental out there can maybe have a little bit more empathy, a little bit more understanding that this kind of transformation, this physical transformation, is way more mental and emotional than we think. So that's the first lesson that I've learned from Fit2Fat2Fit, is transformation is way more mental and emotional than you or I think. Number two, the emotional connection to food is way more powerful than you and I think. A lot of food addiction is tied to trauma, is tied to emotional challenges that people have struggled with their entire life. And we cope with those challenges, that emotional pain, through food. Some people use drugs or alcohol or all kinds of mechanisms or substances to numb the pain of life. Life is suffering, life is painful, and food is so accessible. It's so hyper palatable. It's so cheap and affordable, and it freaking tastes good. Like after I went through my breakup, Ben & Jerry's Netflix and Chill dairy-free is like the best thing in the world to make you feel better temporarily. Like I definitely understand emotional eating on a deeper level now, having been through a breakup where I was sad, lonely, and depressed. It was probably the lowest point in my life I've ever been through. And I'm sorry, but salmon and broccoli just doesn't give you that dopamine hit that you get when you eat ice cream, when you eat candy, when you eat cake. So it can be used as a drug. And if you've been doing that for years and decades, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, this year I'm gonna follow Drew Manning and lose weight and willpower my way to a new lifestyle, you've probably discovered that willpower doesn't work for 90% of people out there. And so I get how hard it is, and I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help bring awareness so that people don't judge you, so that people are more understanding of your situation and realize that, hey, maybe this person lives in a larger body. Who knows the trials and tribulations they've been through that have caused them to use food as this numbing mechanism or this coping mechanism. The problem with our society is we fat shame people and we label people as lazy or less than because they live in larger bodies. Maybe we need to look inside of ourselves and figure out, why am I so judgmental towards people, and why do I care if someone eats a lot of food or numbs their pain with certain foods? We all have a vice in some way or another, And some people use food, some people use food, drugs, alcohol, sex, porn, TV shows, movies, books, social media, you name it. There's a number of things you can do to numb the pain. Other people's mechanisms are more visible, and that's all that it is. And so for everyone that's struggling out there, my heart goes out to you, and I hope that one day you can learn to love yourself no matter what your body looks like, right? And so that's kind of what my message is. The last thing that I'll say is that one of the other lessons is that we are more than our bodies. There's more to you than just the number on the scale. There's more to you than the amount of fat that you hold on your body. And I know society tells you, like, no, your value is based on what your body looks like, because people will tease you, be mean to you based on your body, say rude things to you, and I'm not okay with that. But I do believe that we can shift our perception of that and not buy into that myth. We don't have to buy into that myth. And so it's a choice, and I could teach you how to break that. And I could, through my programs and my brand, I can teach you how to break that cycle of self-hate. And I promise you that there is happiness to be found no matter what your body size is. So, man, I think I'm going to wrap up because I'm talking forever, and I could talk forever.
Can you just repeat the numbers again?
The whole thing?
Just
no. Repeat the numbers?
Yeah. For people that are tuning in now.
Okay, so for everyone that's tuning in now, just to wrap up, my beginning weight was 181.6 when I started this journey. I got up to 244 pounds. Today's number on the scale was 180.4 pounds. So less than I weighed in at when I started my journey. And I'm definitely ready to eat a donut or possibly some sushi tonight. That might happen. And then my body fat percentage was 4.5%. Like I said, my beginning percentage was 8.4%, got up to 26.2%. Now it's at 4.5. Whether that's accurate or not, doesn't matter. Am I lean? Yes, that's cool. That's all. Any other numbers? Oh, and then my waist was 33.75 inches instead of 33.5, and my hips were the same, 38 inches. So we're good to go. You guys, once again, sorry for getting emotional. It's probably because I'm hungry. And but I am grateful that this journey is over, and I'm grateful to start my next journey called Back for More right after this, May 10th, Monday. So I'm not going to like take a whole week off and just eat a ton of food. My next journey starts. It's a 2-month program. You can join me on that. Just go to Fit2Fat2Fit.com. You'll see a place to sign up for Back for More. It's a 2-month program where we're gonna now, instead of focusing on weight loss, we're gonna focus on increasing some muscle mass. So building some lean muscle mass, being in a caloric surplus for a little bit, building some strength, increasing our metabolic rate, and then the next phase will be more fat burning, and we'll get in shape for summer together as a team. So you guys, thank you so much. Please help me on my mission to bring more empathy to the fitness industry, and it starts with empathy for yourself. So much love, much respect, much aloha to you and your family. And girls, you guys want to say anything?
Good job.
Good job? Okay, good job. Okay, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, Drew.
All right.